Hi, Verl Workman here, Big V. We're talking teams, and we're going to talk about the habits of highly successful and wealthy individuals. I love the study of greatness. I like to find people who are doing it better than me and find out what makes them unique and what makes a difference. And I'll tell you, at every level of growth and leadership, I've learned that there's always another level. There's always another level you could be performing at. I used to think that being wealthy was making $50,000 a year, or $100,000, or $500,000, or then $1 million. What's happened is, as you've had different levels of success in your life, your bar gets changed. I still continue to look at people who have real wealth, that have generated generational wealth, and I want to know, what is it they focus on? What are the things they read? What are the habits that they have? And I'd like to share with you some of the things that I've learned in my journey to study greatness and the success habits of the wealthy. One of the things I've learned with the wealthy is that they don't do the same thing over and over again when they don't get a positive result. They've learned to quickly make course corrections when what they focused on isn't giving them a result. Success isn't really a hard thing. Success is understanding and having a clear vision and then executing your vision. When you have obstacles, you learn how to go around them and navigate through those obstacles. The wealthy, it's not that they didn't have obstacles, they attack them differently. Some of the common traits that I've learned about the wealthy and the uber successful are they're early risers. Most people that are successful are excited to get up in their day, and they get up and they use the time that they are in the early morning to focus on personal health, personal well-being, and their mind clear of what they want to get done in the day. A second thing is they have a high level of focus on personal health and exercise. Health and exercise feeds the brain. And I found that the highly successful and the uber wealthy have a focus on being healthy. The next is they set goals. They're goal setters. They don't always achieve their goals. They set goals beyond what they believe are possible, and then they go after achieving those goals. Number 4 is they have a continual learning, an appetite for knowledge. So how often do you read a book? When do you listen to Audible, books on tape? What are the things you're doing? What is your appetite for knowledge? Are you hungry for information? Now, I cannot tell you, the more I read, the more I learn, the more I study, the more I actually realize how little I know. There are so many great books and so many great mentors and so many great people out there that have written their thoughts and share them. And we have such a great opportunity to plug into those digitally and have access to that. Successful people are often readers. They're lifelong learners. They understand that repetition equals mastery, and they're always looking to improve themselves and their skills. Another attribute of the wealthy is that they are phenomenal networkers. When you watch people who have a lot of resources, look at the people they hang out with. Who is in their network? Who are the ones that they talk to on a regular basis? Surround yourself not with people who are like you, but surround yourself with people who are like-minded, that want to go where you want to go or that are already there. You know, that we say that we earn the combination of the 5 people that we're closest to, or we surround ourselves. Are they in the income bracket that you want to go, or are they in the income bracket where you used to be? So who are your friends and who is your network and the people you surround yourself with? The next is time management. Really decide what is your biological prime time and make sure you find and focus your time to give your best efforts in the time of day, what requires your highest level of attention. Be real focused in your time management. And then change the conversations going on in our head. The successful, the uber wealthy, don't look at obstacles and say, oh, it always happens to me. It's not fair. They look at obstacles and they say, okay, how do we solve that? That always happens to me. I'm going to fix it. So the mindset of how you look at every situation matters so much. The next thing I've learned in following these high performers is that they eat the frog. In one of my favorite videos, you can look it up on YouTube. I'm going to give you a link here at the bottom. Tracy gives a concept where the practice of taking the hardest thing you have to do today and knocking it out first is called eating the frog. That way, anything else that happens in the day is going to be better than that. And so you eat the frog, you tackle the hard things first, you'll find that the rest of your day is a productive day and a happy day. Covey did a great job of studying greatness in his book, 7 Habits for Highly Effective People. And he said in his 7 habits, be proactive, focus on and act on what you can control and influence instead of what you can't. I love that. Can I control it? Can I influence? If not, let's not focus on it. Number 2, he said, begin with the end in mind. What clear measure of success and plan do we have, and how will we measure success at the end of this day, or at the end of this quarter, or even at the end of this year? Beginning with the end in mind is a critical principle on the study of greatness and wealth. The next is put the first things first. Now, this could often be confused with prioritization, but it's not. First things first prioritizes, and it helps you achieve your most important goals instead of constantly reacting to whatever urgency is presenting itself in the moment. Everybody has stuff that present themselves in the moment that are urgent. We got to fix or take care of. there. But when you're clear on what your goals are and you focus on prioritization, you make sure that you accomplish those and then deal with the urgencies or the fires that come up. Number 5 is seek to understand and then seek to be understood. Influencing by others by developing a deep understanding of their needs and perspectives is a massive catapult to wealth. Synergize. Develop innovative solutions that leverage the differences and satisfy all the key stakeholders. Make sure you understand who the client is, who's going to benefit, and how do you make everybody in the transaction win. Understanding how to create synergy in every relationship is a master skill of the uber wealthy. And then next is sharpen the saw. And that is to increase your motivation, your energy, your work-life balance by making more time for renewing activities that matter. Sharpen the saw. And then the last but not least is the daily success habits. The most successful people I know follow a rhythm, a daily success habits of things that they do daily that's created the wealth that they've achieved. And oftentimes their daily success habits are different today than they were when they were building. So when you're in a phase of building, I'm going to give you the daily success habits tracker that we use at Workman Success Systems to help our people catapult to their next level of wealth. In the daily success habit, we ask you to get 61 points a day doing dollar productive activities. You get points for doing calls, handwritten notes, showing 2 homes to a client, buyer appointments that are for the purpose of getting an agreement signed, listing appointments that are purpose for getting an agreement signed, buyer and listing agreements, you get points for those. Writing an offer, there's 10 points. Closing, there's 15. When you do open houses, door knock, and do one more thing one more time. Your daily success habits tracker will let you know instantly whether you're on track to hit your goals or whether you're not, because we're going to teach you some very specific matrix or ways of looking at your daily success habits tracker. Hey, would you like a copy? Come on, you want a copy of the daily success habits tracker? Just download it right here. I'm going to give you a copy, a link to Brian Tracy's Eat the Frog video and your own daily success habits tracker just for being here. I encourage you to study the wealthy, to read their books, to listen to their podcasts, to find their habits and start to develop your own habits that will catapult you to your next level of wealth.